Whoops. Got cut off. Huh? Gee. Okay. Another YouTube talking about this fellow. Pre-edited version of Alfred, Calgary, Alberta, Church of God, using American address for the donations. Why? Yeah, this is the second YouTube. I got unplugged my phone charger. Went off. I don't know how to edit all this stuff. I'm not real high tech. I got other things to do too. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the naysayers. Well, that sounds nice, but what? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? That you'd be sitting in his giving the donations? He's trying to portray that he's got a big congregation. He only needs a smaller room. Why would he bother renting the whole building? It has a lunch once a month. Okay. Yeah, people like to come out. Don't have a Filipino function with no food. One Filipino guy said that. Where's the food? Any man worship the beast and his image. Okay. Hey, what are we doing? Hey, unless you're the beast and the false prophet, don't worry about the being eternally tormented. What are they teaching? Those that led into captivity. Hey, where did I learn this from? Napoleon took General Berthet. It's in The Great Controversy, I beg. It's an Adventist book. I give it away to the colony people. Hey, they teach this once in a while yet, not very often. The last time I was there was several weeks ago. I was fasting yesterday. Nobody's going there. The Filipino group. More. My wife doesn't go there though. She's at her function. They have what they call an oneg, little lunch afterwards all the time. Once in a while I sneak in there to talk to a few people that I know. No. The other guy, he wouldn't baptize me. He was reluctant to baptize me a second time in the Jordan River. I've been baptized before. The other people doing it, they're being heckled at the Jordan River, so they're doing it at the resort area. I didn't know that Sea of Galilee was a freshwater lake, little fish nibbling on you. I didn't know the Mediterranean is twice as salty. I talked to a guy from over there on the coastal area of the Mediterranean. He didn't know it was twice as salty. If you've never gone swimming in it, you don't know. Okay? Yeah, it's kind of landlocked there, the Mediterranean. Probably the Black Sea, too. I don't know. The Dead Sea, it evaporates. See, the Jordan River, Sea of Galilee, it's a freshwater lake. They just knew it as a big sea. Well, something like a whale. They call it a whale. The guy says, no, a fish. Okay, could be a leviathan. It's in Job. Okay, one guy's teaching that Job is all kind of hyperbole. It's about the future. It wasn't real. Well, I don't know. Down in the river goes here into the Dead Sea, and it's landlocked. It evaporates out, so all the salt's left. Okay, but when you buy Dead Sea salts from Israel, is it under? They make fresh water desalination from the Mediterranean. They're getting other minerals, and they have salt pools. It evaporates off. They harvest the salts. What? But down in San Diego, they have a desalination plant. But the environmental people are crying that the salt brine is bad for the environmental fish. The biggest shortage you have is the 6 inches between our ears. We're living too spiritually blind. Okay, you want God something to do? Get out of the boat and get dunked again. Okay? Get out of the boat and get dunked again. Okay? Yeah. These things have happened. The Swiss Guard was at the Vatican for the Pope's funeral. Yeah, confirmed it to me again. I wondered if they're still. How come the Swiss Guards at the Vatican? Napoleon took 2 of the Pope's captive back to France. The Seventh-day Adventists teach this. Well, we wouldn't want to go there. We might be in a yoke of bondage. Well, which boat are you in? See? Which bondage are you being held in? They're going from boat to boat because they're not teaching get out of the boat. The ark is sinking. Yeah. Be led by the Spirit of the living God. In season with what he's doing. If we're born after 48, walk in it. If we're born after 67, you need to walk in what he's doing. Abide in him, and he will abide in you. Want to just hold your traditions and then expect God to perform the miracles? Hey, my youngest son wasn't supposed to walk. Yeah, my first wife was crying about it. I looked at the doctor, I said, you don't know what's going to happen in your own life tomorrow. I'm going to believe he's going to walk. My cousin's daughter never did. Had spina bifida. I learned about high quality essential oils. What do you think myrrh and frankincense is? A little dab will do you of motor oil on your forehead? What? It ran down their beards. Read it. Do they want to teach it? No. How many of them don't even warn you about pharmaceutical? Revelation 18:23. I believe Revelation 18 is a lot of it's starting to happen. Why? That situation in Iran right now. Political situation? Some of the senators, Democratic senators, not very happy. So the media, left wing, is not happy with Trump going in there without the Senate's approval. And so why is the one guy saying that, hey, we're not at war with Iran, we just took out the nuclear. They were not living up to their agreement. No, Biden should have maybe already done it. He did nothing. Well, I guess they're going to, try to impeach Trump again? Hey, he just did it. 1 hour in the middle. Mighty angel took a stone, grilled millstone in the sea. Revelation 18:23. Here. And the great man of the earth. Okay. Merchants of the earth. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by their sorceries, that's from the Greek word pharmakai. Sorceries or witchcraft. It lies to your body telling you have a problem. I was watching it, reading a Mechanics Illustrated. What's that got to do with Mechanics Illustrated? Well, some interesting articles about new high-tech batteries using radiation instead of solar, da-da-da-da. Okay, but the article about organ transplants, how a lot of people are not donating their kidneys like it should. Hey, you're going to be on immune-suppressing drugs the rest of your life. Surgery should be the last resort. Okay? The ones that should have been quarantined were the ones on immune-suppressing drugs. The one doctor took the one lady off right away. The one, my wife, on immune-suppressing drugs. Yeah, she almost died in Peter Lougheed, big hospital here. 6 months after she got from Hong Kong here. I met her in Hong Kong. I was there twice for some business. Booked the trade show first. Then it's a business trip. Hey, these preachers fly around from conference to conference on our dime like the politicians. And then they say, give more so you get blessed more. Here. You can see not very many people here. Okay. You don't need a great big building. So what's he doing? And there's things in this building is very questionable. Okay. Yeah. The heart is so great, riches has come to naught. 1 day, 1 hour. Revelation 18. So what's going to happen now? It'll probably be pushed off for until into the next 1,000 years. See, we're on a time frame. We're on his story, history. Okay? Do you get it? Or should this Canadian snow again? Okay? On and on. It's 2 Peter. Yeah, really. Spend time reading. After they escaped the pollution of the world through the knowledge of Savior, again entangled in it or overcome, the latter state is worse for them than the first. You're accountable for what you know and you could know. You got interested, now you got hooked by some group. See, most people's definition of a cult, anyone or anything group that comes between you and his living word is cult-like. Okay? Nice and simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Hey, he's trying to get our attention. What are we doing? We get interested and then we get hooked by these things. I was mentioning my son getting healed. Does that mean he should be a preacher later on? Not if he's not called to. The musician, Aaron, you're called to be a musician, not a theologian. Knock it off. Go back to your knitting. Do your teaching, a music teacher. You're half my age. Okay, I'm trying to encourage you. You shared that you're going through God a minute teaching Pentecost. Pentecost already happened 1997 years ago. Go forward, Acts 16:11. Guys got a good teaching about that. King James, truth is Christ. But they're pre-trib. Hey, go forward. Got 2 feet? Don't try to put it in one shoe. This is what they're trying to do. He came every 1,000 years. What's this guy trying to promote? Come his way?
Let me talk to God and ask Him to open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes.
Open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes. Every 1,000 years he came. This is not what he's teaching. Claims that more people in Calgary. Oh yeah, eventually he'll get a few more. 1 hour. Where's he getting the money for this? Okay? I don't believe there's a poor family from Guyana. That's why he was always teaching about faith of like David, King David. Hey. I found out lately why Solomon maybe had so many wives. It was part of their social welfare system. Wow, how did I learn that? Not much taught about it, but we know they had wars. I was just reading in Isaiah. The Syrians were stopped at Jerusalem when Hezekiah prayed. Okay? Well, I kind of know those stories, but somehow we don't connect it. How many of the men were killed? Now we can put women in the airplanes and you don't need muscles with a heavy sword. Why were people so afraid of Goliath? He was big, very big. Okay? And he had other brothers too. But David took him out with a stone. But now we can take a big guy out with a flying aircraft. Okay, so put the women in the aircraft. Okay. They want equality, I guess they can get shot down like the guys. But years ago, the men in Bolivia, 70 or 80% of the men were killed. So what are you going to do? Not enough men for the... And most women will not tolerate another woman in the house. Islamic guy figures his Filipino wife will be okay with it. No, she's not. She's in the Philippines. Got him to build a house there. Sends money there. Figures she'll come back to him and stay with him in Canada. And his cousin girlfriend with kids that he has with her. No, I don't think she will. Social welfare system? Well, you can have nothing. You can stay at the temple and have nothing. Maybe have some food from there. That's one lady was doing. Or you can go live in the harem, the concubine with Solomon. And if he takes a liking to you, well, maybe you'll even have some kids with him and you'll have food on their table or have nothing. Guy came from Scandinavia. His name was Gustafson in Bolivia. That's much what he did. And they allowed it. Why? And people in Saskatchewan, same name, Gustafson. Where'd the guy get the money for the farmland? Another cousin had a John Deere dealership. Okay? Okay. Go sell all you have. Is that what they did in 1844? Where were some of the companies started from? Northeastern USA. After the solar eclipse in 1811. That's where the solar eclipse crossed. In April 8th. Just happened to be 8. The number 8 is a new beginning. Revelation 21. New heaven and new earth. Just happens, the moon just happens to be the size of our present high technology of the size of the moon, within 10%. Well done. How did John know that? Why? God told him. Mystery Babylon. Oh, but it's in the future yet. Mr. Joel Richardson. A guy in Lethbridge was into this too. Yeah, there's things happening. Pergamon and stuff in Turkey and everything else. But no. Who is Simeon the sorcerer? Where does the Canaanite teaching come from? All the way back to Cain and Abel. Okay? We can learn from others. Don't think ourselves so smart. We have the whole truth and nothing but the truth. See, this is a little hint of why I question. One lady questioned it, and he shut off the camera and had rebuked us for questioning his divine guidance. Really? Okay. You can get the drift here? There's lots of stuff out in the foyer about this. Alfred. Okay. But does he want to get out of the boat? No. Great part of the city. Great city was divided. Great earthquakes. Great hailstorm. Having the weight of a talent of lead. Okay, what? Talent of lead. I talked to the guy who's driving his Pride and Joy Peterbilt, got hailstones pounded his aluminum hood, dented the aluminum hood. Huh. Maybe the fiberglass might have cracked it. Who knows? Okay. He was Baptist, Sunday keeper. Didn't believe in dietary things. One guy chewed him out one time. He says, "You eat bear meat? I wouldn't touch that." Oh, well, what are we taught? Just pray over it. Everything's good now. Really? That's not what the vision Peter had was about. It was about going to the Gentiles. Okay? Well, they take it out of context. Okay? There's scavengers of air, land, and sea. One guy didn't like that. Now he pretends I believe he's pretending as dementia. Yeah, I thought maybe medications. I text them, they won't text me back. On and on and on. Some of them seem to have real good memories when somebody owes them. Okay, I see my wife maybe trying to call me. I'll end this now again. Okay, here's my Feast of Trumpets this fall. Less than 93 days or 96 days or something now. I was figuring in my head the other day. September 23rd. There's my phone number even. Joel Richardson and these guys. Rabbi Singer, Alan Wolf, my name. My wife set it up for me. I don't know how to even change the name. Okay. So I need to plug this phone in. There's my battery. If I want to download these things, it really kills the battery. Almost killed it yesterday. I had to plug it in a little coffee shop. Talked to a Filipino lady. Looked like my sister-in-law in New York, which had a nose job done. Looked like Barbara Streisand now. Yeah, care about your neighbors? No. Compare about my nose. Her husband even commented that didn't look like the lady I even married. Oh, my wife, a few gray hairs, she wants to color it right away. Okay. But the one pastor thought I was interrupting the young lady. I said, that's my legal wife. He's so arrogant. Okay. Because they think their sheep are their sheep, see. They're into sheep herding. Hey, we went to go, he mentioned it yesterday. Go away to find the lost sheep. You hire people to look after the animals. You don't go away without having people hired to look after the animals. You don't have animals around with nobody there. Okay? Like, come on, things go wrong. You gotta have somebody there to look after them. Okay? My dad didn't like cow-calf because he got to look after him even more. My uncle was the mayor of the town, looked after my dad's little feedlot when we took my grandmother to Kansas to see her sister. I wanted to stay down there. It was warm. Come back. Canada, I got sick again, missed school again. Cold weather's not good for me. Okay? On and on and on. Anyway, we're going to end this one now because my wife was calling. She probably wonders what I'm doing or something. I told her I was going to do this morning. But no, she had to check treats. I won't get even into that. Okay. Hey, have a good day. Bye-bye.